Hello, I'm TurbulentTy, and welcome to another Turbulent Guide. So today we'll be taking a look at the Let's Do Nether Vinery mod, and this you could really think of as Vinery Part 2. You won't be able to do much with this mod without the Vinery installed, so make sure you do have that one if you plan on using this mod. Mostly because you won't be able to get the wine bottles to manufacture or make any of the wines in this particular mod without first having Vinery. So make sure you do have that one first before trying to work with this one, otherwise you won't be able to do too much because you won't have the wine bottles. Also, with what I had mentioned, with it being more of a part 2, we will be going over some corrections to my part 1 that were pointed out to me. So we will be going through those at the end of the video. But this mod adds 2 new grapes to the Vinery set, as well as a few other wines as well, and we'll go through those. But it adds your 2 basic grapes that you're going to be looking for, and these will be located in the Nether. They are going to be the Crimson Grapes and the Warped Grapes. And so, interesting enough, I'll just take some seeds here. If you want to plant them, you cannot plant them directly on netherrack. You need the Crimson Nylium for the Crimson Grapes. Like if I try to plant the warped ones right here, they do not plant. But I can plant these ones just like so. And same with the warped, vice versa. You cannot plant the Crimson on it. You need the warped Nylium. And you can plant those like this. There is kind of one caveat that I have right here. If you put them on the obsidian grape or the obsidian stem, you can actually plant them wherever you like. You just make these with 2 pieces of obsidian, like so, and you can just plant them wherever you like after that. And the obsidian stem behaves just as the same as a regular grapevine stem from Vinery itself. Just this little demonstration right here. So if we just put this up, we can also plant on that one as well. So just to know that you're not, these are not exclusive, and you actually just saw right there that it just started to grow. So these will work, and they're mostly just kind of like decorative. Well, the difference between the obsidian and the grapevine stem is decorative, but they function the same. And now, interesting little thing too, this is not part of the mod pack, this is actually just in Minecraft itself, but it took me a long time to figure this out. If you want to spread the Nylium, what you can do is you can actually just use bone meal on netherrack, and it will cause it to spread to that particular netherrack. And yeah, that is not in the mod, that is part of Minecraft itself, but I wanted to demonstrate that because, like I said, it took me a while before you could do that. Same with the warped one. So yeah, just something to kind of be aware of if you want to spread it and say you don't have a lot of silk touch left or anything like that. The unfortunate thing is you will need at least 1 piece to start with. So, and they have to be, the netherrack has to be touching the Nylium. Like if we just, hang on one sec. Alright, so like if you just look right here at this piece of netherrack, and I try to use the bone meal on it, nothing will happen. It does have to be touching at least 1 other piece of Nylium in order for it to spread. And by the way, these grapes are found in the respective biomes that they're named after. So the Crimson Grapes are found in the Crimson biome in the Nether, and the Warped Grapes are found in the Warped biome in the Nether as well. Just kind of get started. You can also craft these grapes into the grape crate, both variations if you wish to do so. This mod also adds some new variation blocks that function the same as the ones in the other Vinery for the most part. They're just different textures. We have the Crimson variation and the Warp variation. So for the Crimson, we have the Crimson barrel right here, and this just functions like a regular barrel. Has a nice little texture. However, crafting it, you will have to craft it like this, where you have 3 planks going across the top, 2 plank slabs in the middle like here, and then 3 planks across the bottom. And so the reason for that is if you try to make it the other way, what you'll end up doing is you'll just make a regular barrel. So just as a demonstration here, I put these in like so, regular barrel. But if I move them like here, then you get the crimson barrel. And this goes the same for the warped one as well. We also have the crimson aging barrel right here. And this functions the same as the regular aging barrel from Vinery. And to make this, you'll need a crimson barrel, crimson plank on either side, and then an iron ingot on the side over here. And then we have the crimson apple press, which is almost identical to the aging barrel, but you'll need it with 2 planks at the bottom, crimson barrel in the middle, and then an iron ingot on the top. And this apple press will function the same as the other apple press that you make in Vinery 1. Alright, we do have the crimson grapevine pot. This is made with 3 crimson planks, 3 iron nuggets, and then 2 slabs in the top corners. Next we have the small crimson wine bottle storage, which is made with 4 planks in the corners and then 1 slab in the middle. This will hold 4 wine bottles. And then we have the big crimson wine bottle storage. This is made with 5 slabs in a cross shape and then 4 planks in the corners right there. This will hold 9 This will hold 9 wine bottles. Then we have the crimson wine bottle storage. And so this is made with a glass pane in the middle and then 4 planks in the corners. We have a crimson lattice, which is a crimson plank with 3 sticks on the top and then a stick in the bottom 2 corners. And though this is a crimson lattice, you cannot put the crimson grapes on this particular one, the seeds or the grapes. This is a decorative thing. This is still only for the jungle grape variations. So those are the only grapes you'll be able to put on there. You can use this as a decorative piece though as well. We have some new plank textures as well. We have the crested crimson planks. This is made with 2 planks, 2 crimson planks, and then 2 crimson buttons like so. We also have the reinforced crimson planks, which look like this. And this is made with 2 crimson planks and 2 iron nuggets like that. Alright, now we also have the warped variations. So these are going to be the warp blocks. They have very similar recipes just with the warp planks. Again, for the barrel, make sure you do the planks across the bottom and top and put the slabs on the sides over here. Otherwise you will get that regular barrel again. But this is your warped barrel. And then we have the warped aging barrel. Again, you'll need a warped barrel in the middle, an iron ingot on the side there, and then 2 planks at the bottom. The warped apple press, which is a warped barrel with an ingot above it, and then a plank on either corner again. The warped grapevine pot, which is 3 planks across the bottom, 3 iron nuggets above that, and then a slab on each corner on the top. We have the small warped wine bottle storage, which is 4 planks in each corner, and then 1 slab in the middle, warp slab. We have the big warped wine bottle storage, which is 4 planks in the corners, and then 5 slabs in the cross section. We have the warped wine bottle storage, which is 4 planks in the corners, and then 1 glass pane in the middle. The warped lattice, which is a warped plank with 3 sticks above, and then a stick in each bottom corner. The crested warp planks, which is warped planks and then 2 warp buttons in the crafting bench like so. The reinforced warp planks, which is 2 planks and then 2 iron nuggets. Now, all 3 of these grapevine pots will function the same way, and each variation can accept any of the grapes. So we have the warped and the regular there. We have a white grape in the crimson pot, and then we have the crimson in the warped grapevine pot. These function the same way, where you just kind of step on them to get the juice and everything like that. And with this particular mod, you're going to want 2 juices. You will get the warped grape juice and the crimson grape juice. This is what you're going to be using for your nether wine recipes. First on our list for the nether wines, we have the blaze wine Pinoy, I believe is how it's pronounced. I could be pronouncing it wrong. But here's what it is, and it'll give you the lava walker effect, which, you know, will let you walk on lava, which is very handy in the nether. This is made with a crimson grape juice and a blaze powder. Next we have the netherite nectar, and this is crafted with 1 crimson grape juice, 1 warped grape juice, and 1 netherite scrap, so it's a kind of an expensive wine. Again, you make this in the aging barrel, and this will give you the netherite resistance. which if we just drink this real quick to demonstrate that, it gives you actually the netherite resistance itself. And if you kind of look right there, it kind of gives you like the absorption, where it gives you a few extra hearts and everything like that. Alright, next we have the Ghastly Grenache, and this is brewed with the warped grape juice and a gas tier, and this will give you the effect of double jump. So just to kind of give you an effect like that, we'll drink it, and you can kind of see I can double jump there. Nice little interesting effect. Next we have the Lava Fizz, and this is crafted with the crimson grape juice and the warped grape juice and a bucket of lava. And this one has a very interesting effect in that it has the grave digger effect. So if you watched my previous video, you remember when I demonstrated the Creeper's Crush, and it kind of just blew me up. What the grave digger does is it takes you back to your most recent death. So if I just kind of drink this, this was where I had demonstrated that effect, and since this is my last death, this is where it took me. Alright, next we have the Nether Fizz. This is crafted with warped grape juice, a crimson grape juice, a warped fungus, and a crimson fungus. And this one has a similar effect to the Gravedigger one. This one has the Hearthstone. And so what this one will do is it'll take you to your respawn location. So if I drink this, I'll spawn back at my bed, just like so. So great for, you know, getting out of sticky situations. Now these last two wines can also be improved upon in the crafting bench. Not the aging barrel, these you make in the crafting bench. And so we have the improved Lava Fizz, and what this does is it gives you improved Gravedigger, and what that does is it will, well, first I'll tell you how to craft it. You craft that with a regular Lava Fizz, a warped fungus, and then a warped roots, and then this one will teleport you back to your grave with the extra hearts there that you see at the bottom. So if you need a quick retrieval, I'd recommend spending the extra resources to get this particular one, because it will give you just a few extra hearts to quick grab your stuff and get out of there, especially if you pair this with the Nether Fizz, which will get you the Hearthstone, so you could teleport back to your death and then teleport right back out. And now to craft the improved Nether Fizz, what you'll need is you will need the Nether Fizz, the crimson fungus, and then the crimson roots. Again, you craft these in the crafting bench, not the aging barrel. And that's pretty much what this Nether Vinery mod adds. It doesn't add a whole lot. That's why I was kind of, as I mentioned earlier, this is more like a add-on to the Vinery mod itself. So you will definitely want to have the Vinery mod if you're going to want to use any of these Nether Vinery variations. And actually what we're going to do now is we're going to move on to a few corrections. If you watched my first video on Vinery, there are a few corrections I need to make that were pointed out by the comments, and I'll give shout-outs to those who pointed them out to me. Big thank you for this, by the way, because this is how we learn and grow. So thank you so much for telling me this in the comments, and if there's anything else that I did mess up, please do correct me in the comments again, and then I'll maybe correct it in the future video. Alright, my first correction is going to be this big flower pot. And I'll put the comment on the screen here so you can see who shouted us out there. And so big thank you to them. This big flower pot is actually for the big flowers. So that's why I could not get anything to plant in it. It has to be the flowers that are 2 blocks tall. I had only tried this with the grapes, seeds, regular flowers that were just nearby when I built this, and then saplings themselves, because I thought maybe it was for like the trees or something like that. But it has a use already, so that is its use. So that is my first correction right there, and big thank you. The next one, I'll put the comment on the screen right here so we can get the proper shout out. But these oak racks, as well as all these other variations, I had mentioned that they don't open, because if it, like right now, if I try to right click on them, they don't do anything. You have to shift right click in order to open them. And then you can place a wine bottle in here. Do I have a wine bottle? I don't. Alright, and once you got them open, then you can just place your wine in there. So you place and retrieve your wine, like the bigger wine bottles from these particular ones, with your right click. But say you want to put in there and shut the door, that's where the shift click comes in. So again, big thank you. And this actually, because of this comment right here, this actually gave me the idea to correct another deal with the wine box itself. I had mentioned that you cannot close it, and it was just kind of stuck open. That is not the case. In order to close it, you have to shift right click on it. So that is how you close the wine box. Alright, so again, big shout out to the people who corrected some of my mistakes. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this has helped you. Have a great day.